All right, well, hello everyone. So it is 8 o'clock on a Monday, my time, and it is time for another Hot Cocoa Corner. I hope you guys are having a good Monday and hopefully have some nice plans ready for the rest of the week. And so we're just going to kind of go over the weekly schedule for my streams and also just what's been happening in some of the games and cool stuff that's happening or coming up. All right, so let me hop over to our website view. And so this is going to be the weekly schedule. I posted up on Twitter as well as my Discord if you guys want to follow. This one, of course, is for June 24th, which is today, to June 30th, which is actually the end of the month. June just passed by so quickly. But today, Monday, of course, we're doing Hot Cocoa Corner at 8 p.m. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some Genshin. Siegeween's banner is going to be starting, and I'm assuming her story quest will also be happening, and that'll be later on. I believe her banner starts a little bit earlier than that. It's like more like 6 or 7, but I'm going to be busy, so I'll be doing it at 8. I'm planning on doing like a 10 roll on her banner, maybe a 20 roll if I'm feeling, invested. But most of it will be taken up by her story quest. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be doing more Genshin. If we don't finish up her story quest, which we probably won't, for that evening, we will do part 2 and continue it. Thursday will just be some more Genshin. And then Friday is kind of a bigger day. The Zenless Zone Zero live stream is going to be happening because Zenless Zone Zero is going to be, I believe, going live on July 4th, so it's finally going to be playable. I believe that timing is at 7 a.m., although I'll have to check it when it gets closer. The time zones are kind of funny, so, but it should definitely tell us more specific once they put up the things on their Twitch and or YouTube website. I'm also planning on playing some Wuthering Waves after that stream. Hopefully it'll work okay. I know the new patch for Wuthering Waves, so 1.1 will be playable at that point. I'm not planning on rolling for Jinxie, who will probably be in part 1. I'm going to roll for Chang Li, but we're still going to have, of course, the really nice story and things like that, which hopefully it'll work. I might have to turn off my model because I had to last time because the whole thing was just like, nope, not gonna work. But we will have to see on that part. So that is the schedule. Also Saturday and Sunday are rest days because streaming all week, you get tired. But that is the schedule. Now to go into a little bit about what's been happening in the games. Of course, starting off, we have Genshin. Genshin has been putting out the demos and stuff for Siegeween because she's coming up. They are very cute, and so if you guys want to watch them, I would please feel free. I'm not going to turn the sound on because I do not want to get copyright struck or basically muted, because Twitch will mute you if they hear copyrighted music. So, but it is super cute. It is super cute how close Siegeween is to the Melusine's size as well. So it's like she really is a Melusine, even though she definitely looks more human than the rest of them. But super cute. So, so that's coming. They also put out this really nice piece of artwork for, I believe, it's supposed to be like for a Brazilian holiday. So some people were really excited about that, especially since Natlin is coming. So that was cute. Also, the chippies are always very cute. Tomorrow, there's also going to be a one of the events, which I might do on stream. Let's see. Yeah, this is the Endless Forum Moshel's Marshall event is about to begin. I know the new permanent Imaginary Theater is going to be starting sometime in the beginning of July, I believe. So that'll take up pretty much the rest of the patch, I believe. So they're trying to put out the events now before that happens. So you have that one. They have their anime expo they're talking about. You guys want to look into it. This is in the Los Angeles Convention Center. So if you're around there, you can go check it out. Sino's birthday also happened. He got this really nice birthday art, which I thought it was kind of funny how Genius Invocations TCG, it's themed, but that fits him very well because he loves that game, and it is a very dramatic shot. I mean, him, especially with his whole Egyptian theme, it's like there's Yu-Gi-Oh all over this, basically. But that was really cute. They also had this chibi art where basically he's being like, okay, yeah, you don't break the law, and so on. So you have that bit. More about the Endless Form Most Martial. Here's one talking about Sijuin's bow, which is very cute. I believe it is an HP bow. I think the only other HP, yeah, here we go, HP 66%. The only other HP bow we have is a 3-star, which I was kind of shocked by. I was like, we have no other 3-star HP bows? But yeah, apparently this is the only one other than that 3-star one. So you have those. Let's see, talking about some more merchandise. I don't know if it... Yeah, it doesn't say it here, but you can see a little bit of it down here. They got little bobbleheads and figures and stuff like that. So that's kind of nice. They got that one. Just some little activities and things like that. They put out this one too, which I thought was kind of cool. Navia never looked more Taylor Swift than she does right in this picture. But you have her, which is really cool, and then you have Chevris, which hopefully Chevris shows up on a banner at some point, because I keep waiting for her to be on a banner that I'm going to roll for so I could try to get a copy of her. And so far, no dice, but eventually. I mean, she's also on the standard banner too, so she could show up at some point for me. But there you have that, which is kind of cute. Let's see. And then they announced some of the winners. Let's see, this one, that is a Hoyo Lab thing. We have a music piece here. Oh, Yoimiya also had her birthday. Very cute. Very good start to summer, I will say, considering she is, you know, the queen of summer and fireworks and everything. So she's pretty awesome. And then of course she also gets the cute little chibi art, so that's Let's see. I think this talks about the other ones. So yeah, here is the Imaginary Theater, Imaginarium Theater, where they actually make it so you can get special poses for the characters, like for taking pictures and stuff, which I thought was really, really cool. It's another little like cosmetic thing that still makes the game fair for everyone, but it's a nice little additive. I believe other than these two, you also have Ayato, I believe. Let's say on here, hang on a second. The complete combat stage to obtain Primo Gems, Toy Medals, Sanctifying Essence, and other rewards. Toy Medals can be exchanged with Wolfie for characters' special photo poses. Yeah, it doesn't say specifically, but I know it's I believe there's 5 of them. It was Youngling, A, Jean, Ayato, and somebody else, but I can't remember who at the moment. But that's coming. Hopefully we can get enough toy medals to get all of them. I can't really see a reason why we couldn't, but I do kind of worry a little bit in the sense of, if you can't defeat the higher levels and that's where you get the toy medals from, you're gonna have to kind of have to pick and choose on whose special photo pose you're actually going to basically purchase with your toy medals. But we'll have to see how exactly hard it is once it gets there. Yeah, and then of course we have Sijuin's banner and Farina's banner, which we have Noelle, Gangming, and Rosaria on there. I know everybody's like, where's Kave? Why hasn't Kave been on a banner? Which, he's in the standard banner, so you know you can technically get him. But it's kind of funny because I don't think Kave really is even that meta. People are just, you know, really wanting him because of his ship potential with Alhaitham, I think. He is, of course, a very nice character himself, but, you know, he is, I don't really ever hear very much about his, like, kit or meta purposes. It's more of just they just like him. So, which is perfectly good. But yeah, you got that. And then let's see, they're having this Spino Double Blaster. What is that supposed to be? Okay, yeah, this one's starting the very beginning of July as well. Oh, we're getting a furnishing item. You have those, and some ley line stuff. This will be good for if you are trying to level up Cloran, Siegeween, or Emily, which will be coming in the next one. Oh, okay, yeah, right. I paused for a second. I was like, wait, it's going to be available on the 25th? What's about July? Their banner is tomorrow. That's why. Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for coming. We're just doing some hot cocoa corner and going over some stuff that's going up. But yeah, so some really cool stuff coming up with Genshin. Let's see. Anything else? Talking about her story quest. Oh, her web event is going on as well. It's super cute. It's all about stickers. So if you haven't done that, I suggest you do, because it is going to go away soon, and you get Primo Gems for it, stuff like that. There's the pop-up store they talked about a little bit. More result announcements is the voice artist for Sarah Williams, and then Kino Hina for Japanese. And then a little bit more about Siegeween and basically how she works. She's like super cute, so good luck to everybody who's rolling for her, including myself. And then goes into a little bit about her talents and so on. She also has her little teaser where she goes visits Nivulette. It's super cool. So, but there you go. All right, so that is for what's going on with Genshin. Honkai Star Rail, their patch just started. They're doing a full kind of finishing up of Penacony. Lots of stuff about Firefly. So like scale figures and artwork and things like that, which it's great if you really like Firefly. She's even got this like cute little, like I've mentioned before. Hi Blaze, thanks for coming. Like I kind of mentioned before, I think Firefly is supposed to be representing all the Valkyries, pretty much from Honkai Impact 3rd, because it's very similar. Her whole setup is very similar to the Valkyries like Kiana and Mei and Bronya and those type of characters. So that's where that whole thing. So I think that's why they're kind of pushing her a little bit, or at least giving her so much coverage, because of the fact that that's what she represents. But you have that, or artwork. They're having this little web event, which I believe is invite friends and they can come back and give you stellar jades and stuff like that. You have that. They have a cloud gaming version if you want to get into that bit. The Origami Bird Clash is going on right now in Honkai Star Rail, which is, I've tried it, is very fun. It is basically Candy Crush, but with cute little birds and fruit. So it is adorable. More Anime Expo. They're going to more Firefly fan art. Anime Expo again. They put out one of the albums for Penacony. And let's see, we had the... Yeah, there we go. Yeah. It's kind of funny. It went from June 6th. Or sorry, here these are the winners. I was gonna say, I was like, why did it go from June 6th to June 20th? So the winners there. I mean, lots of Firefly art. Lots of Firefly. Yeah, and then I think it just kind of touches base on some of the stuff they already talked about. They just sort of rehashed it. There's also this web event going on, which is kind of her Firefly type of idea, and so on and so forth. So we have that. As for Wuthering Waves, they are gearing up for their 1.1 patch, which should be coming out, I believe, on the 28th, I think. They put out this really nice video of Jinsei, where she's like walking up a mountain, and the whole point of her becoming the magistrate of Jinzhou and everything. Very good video. I suggest you guys watch it if you're interested. Chang Li is in the back too for this one, so it's kind of fun. And so you have that one. They're also talking about this whole tripping, or excuse me, going on a trip with these people in cosplay. So it's kind of cool. Talking a little bit about the crownless. Here is what the new area is apparently going to look like. Like, we have this dragon head stone that is in the distance that you can see right now, but apparently when you get there you'll actually find this place. This place looks actually really pretty. I sort of wonder if these pieces here are hot springs, because if they are, I'm gonna love that place. Let me go sit in the hot spring. But it looks very pretty. Hopefully there's some stuff to do in it, because I have noticed that with Wuthering Waves, other than the main town, there's really not anything to do in the other little towns, except maybe pick up some flowers and stuff. Like, I know one of the towns has the flowers for the rover in it, and so on and so forth. So they're nice, but there's not much to do in them. So hopefully there's some stuff to do here, even if it's just like, oh, buying from some shopkeepers and things like that. So you have that. It goes into a little bit of this, so we can take a look at this, because I actually haven't so far. It's very small, though. See, maybe I can... Maybe, let me... Oh, don't save. Cancel. If I can zoom up, because that is a little too small for me to read. Okay, it's a little fuzzy here, but let's see. Hongzhen has been isolated from the world for many years, with few outsiders visiting. The village operates an office where villagers take turns managing various town affairs. Water plumes, a blossom of plum. Water plums. Water plums, a blossom of plum recreated by ancestral inhabitants of Mount Firmament, now preserved in a container under the gate. An overwhelming fragrance emerges from its crystal petals, heated in the stream of hot springs and spreading to its surroundings. Aha, I was right. The springs. Mount Firmament enjoys natural resources of hot springs surrounded by dancing snowflakes. The warmth provided by the hot springs is intensified even more. The springs receives its name from the cinnabar-colored mountains nearby and fatigue-relieving effects they offer. If this actually heals us, I'm going to love that. Let me sit in it. As a favorite site by the people of Hongzhen, they have been treated to a variety of entertainments during years of seclusion. The springs therapy. Find a suitable site in the springs with the desired temperature. Bathing in the water will perk you up and cleanse your body of harmful elements. Don't forget to prepare a pot of cold tea and a basket of snacks to share with your friends. That's really cute. Warm reminders: do not grow addicted to its warmth. Excessive duration of bathing will result in loss of consciousness. In that case, remember to supply yourself with enough water. Springs are also enjoyed by the creatures of the wilderness. For the concerns of your safety, please refrain from visiting springs in isolated spots. Uh-oh. I can imagine we'll be walking along and suddenly we have a bunch of those Hu chiefs in the springs, like those the winter monkeys in real life hanging out. I can imagine that. But that looks pretty good. We'll have to see if it actually has those effects, because unfortunately we didn't get a stream, so they didn't exactly even talk about it, and I sort of wonder if they even are going to be doing streams, because, I mean, there's nothing saying they have to, but it is something that a lot of people like. Capybaras in the springs. Oh, that would be so cute. Capybaras are so awesome. That'd be really super sweet. Them and their little, what are those things? Tangerines that they put in, and they float around to give it an extra, like, bit of citrus and good for you and for your skin and stuff. That'd be really cute. That'd be really cute. What's these other bits? Open them up real quick. All right, so water shadow screens made from mountain rocks and used for water shadow play. People of Mount Furman often enjoy their leisure time here, brewing and sipping tea while watching a water shadow play. A pastime invented by the ancestors of Hongzhen, a delightful form of entertainment. They choose to fill their rather long lives. They would cut the red leaves that can be seen everywhere in the mountains into leaf shadows. As the water curtains runs through, you can enjoy vivid plays just above the screen. Well, that sounds kind of fun. Brewing tea. The residents of Hongzhen prefer to burn the unique cedar wood of Mount Firmament to light a warm stove and bake local tea and fruits. Sitting around the stove with family and friends, enjoying a pot of hot roasted tea amidst the snow is the most pleasant time to spend. That does sound very nice. Let's see, stream of snow shadows. These are all very beautiful. Let's see. Talks about the planting of the trees. Legend about stream of snow shadows. Centuries ago, a traveler encountered heavy snow during a journey. When the villagers expended their stocks of firewood in isolation, this traveler used their forte to carve paths through the mountains, guiding hot springs to flow into the village. Sudden release of mist and melting ice streamed westward along the river like a majestic fleet of sailors. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's kind of nice. We have that part, and then let's see, souvenirs. The small grocery store in town displaying a superb collection of items on its front. Many left in intricate corners of time are searched and picked up by the owner. If you care to spend some moments in the tales they carry, the owner would be delighted for a little chat. That's very nice looking. Pharmacy. This small pharmacy sells various medicinal herbs collected from the mountains and medicines developed from these herbs. Okay, so it does look like they're going to have actual stores in this place. It's not just an empty, here's a bunch of buildings and some NPCs you can't talk to. The residents of Hongzhen are regular customers of this pharmacy. Although some of them may appear strange, they have potent effects to cure illnesses. All right. It does look very nice. It does look very nice. So we'll have to hope for the best. And so on. Yeah, this is the dragon cliff I was talking about. We have this, and then it's over the town there. Talks a little bit about the areas. Long's Crest. Seems to be quite a bit of stuff in this area. Then they talked about City Hall. They had Changli here in the back, which I was like, yes. Changli art. It's kind of interesting because Jin C is definitely getting most of the attention right now because I'm assuming her banner is first. And we also know her, but I'm assuming that once it gets closer to Changli being released, and assuming the second phase, they will definitely be having her more at the forefront than Jin C. Then we have talking a little bit about the crown list again. And the official merchandise info. So we have a very cute little Yang Yang bird. Yang Yang Lark plush doll. So that's kind of cute. We have some extra stuff there. That's kind of nice. There's a crownless figurine, which that looks pretty intense, I will admit. So he definitely looks pretty fierce. Oh, they also reached 800,000 followers the other day, and they gave us this really nice official artwork of Yinlin. So very pretty, very pretty. I unfortunately didn't roll for her or Jiang. Or I should say, I did roll on Jiang's banner, and he didn't show up, but I didn't really get to top pity. I think I have like 30 or so pity because I really want Changli, and since it's the first start of it, I have like basically no savings in the game currency, so I've been saving up for her. It's one of those things when you first get started, you have to make sacrifices and be like, okay, I can't roll for these, or I can't get these characters and get the character I really want in the next patch, just because that's how it works. Let's see. There's also some notes here. More about the crown list, talking about Jinsei. Yeah, they put this one out and everybody's like, wow, it looks like a movie poster. So that should be pretty cool. Hopefully this part of the story will be really nice. I mean, I know as far as I can tell, for at least the English version, Jinsei and Chang Li's voices sound pretty good. Female Rover sounds a little flat at times when she talks too much. I don't know about male Rover in English, but I know that they were having a few issues with some of the characters with the English dub, and it did kind of, in my opinion, bring the story down a little bit because of just the whole. It's sort of hard to get hyped for a situation when the characters are talking like they're bored. Especially with like Yang Yang, and Yang Yang was pretty much in the whole story for that part, so that was a little sad. But we're hopefully it'll be better. I know enough people mentioned about how, hey, things were off in the English department, and so they were like, okay, and hopefully they will be fixing it. But that all looks really cool. Yeah, and then this currently is going on. This Echo drop, double drop event is happening right now, and so on. So yeah, so there you go. So that's what's up with Wuthering Waves. And then of course for the last bit we have Zenless Zone Zero, which Zenless Zone Zero is actually going to be, where is it? Their announcement. Yeah, there we go. The Zenless Zone Zero, the official release is set for July 4th, so which is pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know how much I'm going to play Zenless Zone Zero. I'm not really into fighting games. I like being able to kind of walk around and explore, but I'll probably download it and give it a try. Maybe I'll play a little bit of it on stream, check it out, and so on. But we'll have to see. But it's coming out on July 4th, and then they've been putting out some extra stuff, so little videos like this. They've been putting out a couple of these, like, oh, reblog and you might get a prize and such. But talking about some of the characters, putting out some really cute artwork. Just trying to get people hyped. They got their Twitch account their Twitch account going, which I believe is where they're going to be. I think they're going to be doing it, their stream on Twitch and YouTube, I believe. I think it's up here. But they're doing some extra little things, some extra videos, stuff like that. Yeah, and then here we go. The special release program, which is coming up. So they have it on Twitch and YouTube. It'll air on June 28th at 1900, or which should be, I think, 7 a.m. for us. Although I don't know, sometimes time zones are very confusing, especially when you have it like this and it's like, oh, in China. So, but like I said, I believe once it gets closer, they should be putting it up on Twitch. Like, right now they don't have anything here. They have anything on YouTube here. Yeah. I'm sure once they get closer to it, they'll have a little like, oh, going to be going in like 2 days. And then I'll be able to figure out more specifically when they're going to be doing it. But I will keep an eye on it and let you guys know. I'll post it about it in the Discord and also my Twitter, and I'll probably mention it during streams as well before the date pops up. But there you go. Oh, give me 1 second. I don't, there's a couple other games too, but I don't think they've really said much lately. They're kind of in development. Okay, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, okay, so so with Project Mugen, we haven't really heard very much about them. Last I heard, I think it was from Chaotix. He said, I think it was him, or it might have been Unreal Dreamer, I can't remember. But one of them said that they were kind of worried. It was worrying about Project Mugen because there really hadn't been anything talking about it. However, it was suddenly mentioned that they were hiring some people to work on some artwork or music or something, and so it's still alive apparently. So you have that. Blue Protocol is still kind of unknown. It's been going on in Japan. Apparently they're making adjustments to make the game a little bit easier because they have apparently been losing players from what I've overheard. But we still do not have any idea when it is going to be actually coming out in America. One comment said, "Ooh, in 2024," and 2024 is already half over. So if it's going to come out, it really should soon. Arknight's Enfield did actually have this picture they posted for, I believe it's for a holiday, but it was kind of uplifting. It's sort of like, ooh, maybe we'll get some stuff because we haven't heard anything from them for, let's see, April, the end of April. So, and it is the end of June now, so that's like 2 months. But hopefully things are going well with them and they are working on their stuff. Let's see. I think sign up. Yeah, they're pretty much. Yeah, they had the technical test back in January, and that ended. So hopefully we'll get more info sooner rather than later. But you have that. Do It Night Abyss also put out just kind of a cute little picture. This was connected to, I believe, the Dragon Festival, because the little thing this character is in one of those special festival treats, I believe, for that festival. We also have a Zero Promilia, but I don't think we've heard anything about them, and they don't really have like a Discord. They have a Twitter page, but I don't think there's really anything even on it. So who knows? That whole thing is really up in the air. If it ever becomes a playable game, I think that it will be a big hit because it's basically kind of like Wuthering Waves / Pokemon / with more Genshin colors. It also has kind of an Arknights-ish feel in the sense of pretty much all the characters have more or less some sort of animal feature or are elves or so on, which is cool. The only thing I was a little worried about is the fact that when I saw the preview, it was only girls. And while I have nothing against girls, I mean, I am a girl and I think girls are fine. It is better to have, I think, a balance between having male characters and female characters, because then you're kind of making everybody happy instead of just people who hate men. And just want girls. So there you go with that. But yeah, so I will keep you guys updated on this stuff when I see it. And so there you go. All right. So thank you guys so much for coming. Tomorrow we will be doing Siege Green Story Quest, probably at about 8 p.m. I'll also be at least dropping a 10 pull on her banner, maybe more, but I kind of am trying to save for Natland, and also Emily is coming, and Emily is supposed to be good for Natland, so I want to make sure that I can at least do a good push to try to get her. I've also been pre-farming for Emily, so it's kind of in this weird situation of like, oh, do I roll like 90 and hope I get her, and if I don't, I just say okay and move on, or do I really push through and make sure I actually get her? It kind of depends on, I guess, how much I would have left over after I got her and who's coming in 5.0 and for Natland, and also if I would end up having enough time to save up to 5.2 to make sure I got the Pyro Archon. So that's a whole thing there. Alrighty, well, thank you everybody for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your evening or a great day, depending on your time zone, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, see you all later. Bye. Yep, see ya. Bye, Blaze. Bye, Jeannie. Thank you so much for coming.